today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 36, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Quick completion here to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On first down, Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Again, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
On first down, Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Ryan will throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Second and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm here all day. Hey, watch out. Check.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in this second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a second down and 6. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Ryan. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Now Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing now is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
set, line 20.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and not all W's are created equal.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Callaway, the return man. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their do-it-all quarterback in his 5th season now for BYU. It's Taysom Hill.
Remember when we used to talk about players being slash-type players? That's because they play so many different positions. Taysom Hill is a quarterback slash receiver slash running back slash special teams guy. You name it, he's able to do it. But many also think that he can be a full-time starting quarterback in the NFL.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Hill. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down, Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Don't walk out here, man.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Hill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's not gonna get me.
Hill now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Hill. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, it would have been a long one, but that was the spot that they put themselves in, Charles, forcing him to try from long distance, and he comes up empty.
And you know what happens oftentimes when you're trying to kick a little bit beyond your range, you overkick it, right? Don't get all of it. In this situation, they cannot point fingers at him. They've got to go back and examine their play calls, how they tried to traverse the ball down the field, and why they didn't get bigger chunks of yardage in order to set up a field goal that was much more manageable.
Yeah, because 5 to 10 yards there could have made a world of difference. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
On first down, Darnold. And incomplete to open things up.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He completes it to Abdullah. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, pass incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw, Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Again, Darnold. It's complete. Abdullah. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
We got 4. We got 4.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Second and 2.
It's our time. Mike forward.
Here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Bernard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
No!
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis, our crew,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.